Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to the live stream. Before we get started, come on in the room, come on in the room. Open up your laptop or your mobile device. Grab you something to drink, grab you something to eat so we can get in here and have a little chit chat. I'll be with y'all in just a minute. Hola. Uh, Happy Tuesday. Alright, yeah. Let me get my microphone together, y'all. Alright, 1 second, y'all. 1 second, y'all. I'm coming. I kind of sort of threw my back out today, so I'm probably not going to be on camera. Hold on, I'm coming. Got my libation. Hey, Uppity. Hey, Miss Mahogany. Hey, Sarah. All right. All right, I'm going to try to come on camera for a minute. See if I can sit up. Hey, guys. But yeah, I threw my back out today. I think I just like kind of turned wrong. And I don't know if I did it today or if it happened yesterday. I'm really not sure when it happened. All I know is I started feeling pain today. So, hence, I've been kind of like flat on my back for a little bit today on a painkiller. And now I have a nice little libation I'm drinking in my cup. Mm-hmm. Sure do. So the intro that I had on today is not for Not So Random Chat, but because I'm going to be coming live at random times, like during the day, in the morning, or afternoons for a minute, I decided that I needed another freaking entrance. And I'm also working on an outro for the Purple Diva, Den, Getting Verbal in the Den. I'm editing some content for you guys right now. So let me give you guys some updates on the job front. I have applied for numerous for a bunch of full-time, uh, better paying or equal pay to what I was doing, all remote. And then I'm going to be starting some part-time stuff, like immediately this week, while I'm waiting on unemployment. But now here's the kicker, you guys. And I have to keep, use my words carefully, because some of my former former coworkers from my former employer are subscribed to my channel. But I believe they were also affected by the same thing I was affected by. But nonetheless, they are offering some of us a opportunity to continue employment with them in a lower position. Now, inside of me, y'all, my middle finger is up in the air. I promise you it is. Outside up here, I am contemplating seeing what they're actually offering while I'm still looking for something else, because I'm still on the FU attitude because of how funky they did us. That part. And also because of the verbiage that was in our separation agreement. Which I won't go into because I'm still under confidentiality for a period of time. But once I get past that period of time, I'll tell y'all exactly. So, your girl DC is out here contemplating her options. If I should take one of these lower paying jobs, I would still need to have 2 part-time jobs, I promise you, to make up for the loss of income. And my son's in-home support services, which we're in the works of getting. So I will be doing a weekly lifestyle update on the events that are going on. The first one that I'm going to be doing is going to be called Turning Lemons into Lemonade. Losing a job at almost 60. Yeah. And you know what I know, or what I found out, is that once you are 40, you are considered an older worker, and you are in a protected class when it comes to layoffs. And apparently, there's some program that I'm eligible for because I'm over 40. And I can tell you that in the position that I was in just in the industry that I'm in, the majority of the people in that position are over the age of 40. Yeah. And I guess, there's a different treatment and things for older workers because you can legitimately put in for like age discrimination, stuff like that. But in this particular case, you can't do it because the majority of us were over the age of 40. And a lot of the people that are in the position that they are asking, some of us, I don't know, waiting for that email, um, to consider are also over the age of 40 because the majority of the people that are in my particular line of work, which is on the back end, on the regulatory compliance side, are generally people who have already worked a number of years in mortgage lending. And many of us who turn to this portion of mortgage lending, which is, regulatory compliance, this was a transition. We transitioned over here. So, I have to think about if they eliminated the position that I was in. How long is it before they eliminate the position that they're going to be asking people to assume? Are there any guarantees that those positions are going to be around? And what is your enticement going to be to people to take this pay cut? Let me tell you guys, there are jobs out there in my industry, remote. And then I've told you guys that I'm a jack of all trades. And I know this don't mean nothing. This may not mean a lot um, to us melanated people, but me being a green belt in Six Sigma means a whole lot in the mayonnaise world. Means a whole lot because there are not a whole bunch of melanated people who have any belt in Six Sigma. And the only belt that's higher than the one that I have is the black belt. I have next to the highest belt that you can have in Six Sigma as a melanated person. And I know several melanated people who have that black belt. So, I can go back to, I've already put out my feelers to see if I can go back to using that because those kind of positions generally are consulting positions, generally contract positions, but they pay a whole lot of money for a short amount of time. The last time that I did that, which was like over 10 years ago. No, wasn't even 10. It was about 10 years ago. Was the I was getting paid over $10,000 a month. It was contract. I was getting W-2. That part. So I've reached out my feelers to that realm over there, and I have to think about. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna put y'all on mute for a second. While I'm recording, I'm getting a call. Hold on. King David is on his way back, y'all. King David is on his way back. Sorry, I had to put y'all on pause for a second because I had to take the phone call. That was my son. So he's been gone since Friday. Yeah, he left on Friday. Oh, but good news, you guys. Social Security sent him his goddamn money. They told me that he probably wouldn't get it until this Friday because of the BS that they were putting us through. But it was there today. I was there on Friday with all the paperwork, and it's in there today. But y'all, we not out the woods with these MFers. Because I did my informal hearing with them right there, and they still have to do a case review. So, but as I said, I have to do a separate account that is specifically for the rent, where I will pull money from his account and from my account, so they can see money is going out of his account every month. It can't, it's just some crazy thing. He can't have more than $2,000 in his account. Which is what it is. So we'll see how this works with him for that 60 days. They gave him his effing money. So in the meantime, I am getting the in-home support services fund. Yeah. Those will be funds that come to me. That is money that is going to be paid to me as his parent for taking care of him. And the stipulation for me getting the in-home support services from him is that I cannot work outside of the home, which is why I work remotely, which is why I do not take jobs outside of the effing home. So we're working on some passive income as well. Those will be things that are coming up too. But what I've realized is that in order to get to that, at least to the 2K that I want on my channel, I have to start getting more of my lifestyle stuff on here. I have to put more of that in here. I've got to have more engagement, which means although I have 1,000 over 1K videos, that's not effing enough. Well, no, really. What it is that it doesn't have the engagement that I need. So I've got to get ones that are specifically in the niches that I'm trying to get in, that I'm trying to stay in, rather, which is the 55 plus lifestyle. Because don't y'all think I'm a good representative of melanated 55 plus? Yeah, I think I am. Because this is how we look when we're over 55. We don't look how our parents look. And we damn sure don't look how they represent the 55 plus in advertisements for AARP. Everybody's, who are these people? Who are those people? That's not me. I have no problem stating how old I am. I'm going to be 60 on my next birthday. Yesterday was my half birthday, which means July the 4th was 6 months since my 59th birthday and 6 months before my 60th birthday. So I'm halfway through my 60th rotation around the sun. So yeah, the country celebrates my half birthday. I know I'm silly with that stuff. I'm silly with it. It's my personality. I'm silly with it. It's called I'm born in the daggone winter. And people who have birthdays in the summer are able to have big parties, because it ain't cold outside. But, now I live in Cali where it's not cold in the wintertime, but it ain't warm. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do something big for my 60th birthday. I am. Mm-hmm. Hopefully I'll be married before then. We're working on a job. We're working on it. We're working on it. I'm so lame. I don't even please smash the like button, guys. Please smash the like. I didn't even share my own daggone video out. Let me share it out. Um, bro, I know because King David is on his way home that I will have to be off. I have to get off like in about, I guess, another 30 minutes my time. Yeah. Sorry, this is gonna be a short one, y'all. I need to send this show. Okay, that's out. All right, so I'm trying to get used to and my normal hair, not the purple hair. I'm trying to get used to this, y'all. But you know, the purple hair will be back. Just I needed to give my hair a break from having all that synthetic hair in my hair, even though the way that they make um the braiding hair is it's much lighter than it used to be. It still does, you know, cut into your hair a little bit. It still is an additional weight on your hair. And I have been wearing those synthetic braids in my hair since 2019. Since 2019. Because, I think about this. I started my channel. I started putting up. When did I start putting up content? I think I started putting up content in like either 2018 or 2019. And then 2020 came. 2020 came. All y'all women who were going to the hairdressers couldn't go to the hairdressers. Women who weren't natural were forced to be natural for a minute. Y'all had to figure out how to do your hair. Meanwhile, those of us who were natural like myself, since my 20s. Matter of fact, when my son was born, for the first couple of years of his life, I had him hair in braids. When I took the braids down, I looked different to him. He had to decide if I was still his mother. And then, for a few years I just wore my curly hair. But because I have that curly hair, even though my hair is more curly than kinky, it's still dry. I still have the same dry because I am a Black woman. It does not matter that I am Afro-Latina. Trust me, the Latina part of me is still Black. Have y'all seen the Blacks in Cuba? They darker than me. And I'm just gonna say, yeah, me and my dad are gonna be doing the DNA thing this year. We're gonna pull out the secrets. I know what the secrets are around us being, us particularly being Afro-Latino, or Afro-Cuban. Let me just put it this way to y'all. My grandfather was Afro-Cuban, but not all of his brothers and sisters were, if you catch my drift. So my grandfather's last name is not necessarily the last name of whoever his father in Cuba. Y'all catch my drift? Y'all understand what I'm saying? But that person in Cuba was black. They were not a white Cuban. Yeah. So I guess my great grandmother on my daddy's side. Well, I saw a picture. She was a nice looking woman, actually. So. Let me see what you guys are saying. Y'all know how I be rambling. And I have my special drink. to help with the back pain. I look like I'm young, y'all. I know. But God damn it, I'm almost 60 years old. And I have scoliosis. Okay, I don't have symptoms of scoliosis. I was born with a curved spine. But because I was a dancer, like I was in dance lessons from the time I was 3, and I was an athlete. I didn't find out that I had scoliosis until I was an adult, when I was in an automobile accident and they took an x-ray of my freaking spine. Then I found out that I had scoliosis, but it runs in my family, my mama's side. One of my first cousins has it, and my maternal grandmother had it. Rest in peace. None of my mother's 10 siblings had it. It skipped a generation from their mama to their children. So several of us in this generation had it. Several females had it. And ironically, all of the females that had it all were in dance from the time that we were 3. So we didn't find out until we were adults that we had scoliosis. So clearly it wasn't, I guess, like the real crazy curved spine, but yeah, I don't have a normal straight spine. And so that's why I'm dealing with this back pain right now. I started dealing with this major back pain when I hit 40. And at 40, I started getting the $3,000 mattress. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That freaking Tempur-Pedic. Yeah, that one. We're sitting on one right now as I'm talking to y'all. Mm-hmm. I think I need to get the one that, has raises up on different sides. The fancy one now. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm sitting here. Y'all can't see, but there's like a bunch of pillows right behind me, supporting my back. I'm just seeing what you guys are saying. I will be monetizing the video as soon as we get off of here. But let me get on. Let me talk about a couple of things that have happened in the last couple of days. So, in the suburbs of Chicago yesterday, 6 people were killed. They were murdered. And it appears that the alleged suspect planned this for weeks. Now, he was mayonnaise, as unfortunately they usually are. And once again, Chi-Town is looking like Chirac. On the 4th of freaking July, the day that we're supposed to be celebrating the independence of our country. Now, as I said, on Sunday, when last we spoke, as a person that is melanated, and is a descendant from the diaspora, wait 1 second, y'all. I'll waste this. I had to move it. Okay. Wasn't that much in here though, but there's still a little bit left. Let me pull it up. See, maybe I should be having my special drink while I'm on painkillers. I don't know. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to go off camera 1 second. All right, I'm back. Trying to deal with multiple devices. My phone was about to die. I had to put it on the charger. Sorry. So right now I have my little light to the side, so that's why you can see the shadows behind me. Hey, Couture. So I'm not surprised about what happened yesterday. I'm just saddened about what happened yesterday and how it's going to affect, those of us law-abiding citizens who want to keep our Second Amendment rights intact. Those. Because as I said before, those who have mental issues will still continue to be able to get weapons, regardless of any laws that are put in place. The laws that are put in place make it harder for those of us who are law-abiding citizens to exercise our Second Amendment rights. That's how I feel. The criminal or the mentally criminally insane, they don't care about no laws. They don't care about no laws. Laws don't mean nothing to them. Nothing to them. Not a damn thing to them. So we're going to see how the federal government reacts in their normal manner. Thankfully, we didn't hear about a whole bunch of different things happening in the other parts of the country. We did. Now, I want to take a short minute to talk about the Macy Gray situation. And shouts out to Couture Bay, who talked about this earlier today. If you're not subscribed to her channel, please subscribe to her channel, because celebrity gossip and celebrity talk, that's more her stilo than mine. But I'm going to talk about this one because we're all talking about this, because it's just crazy. So the community wants to cancel Macy Gray because she stated the truth. What Macy Gray stated was changing body parts does not make someone a woman, a female. That doesn't change the essence of who the Most High made you. And the community wants to cancel her. They want to cancel a woman, someone who was born that way, did not have to change their outer self to conform with how they saw themselves. Who can carry a child because she was born with a womb, which is what womb man stands for. Means man with a womb. And that was her point. A woman is someone who was born with a womb. Now, I know that there are women who are born without a womb because of some, physical defect. But in most cases, that's what it means. And I know that they are now, finding ways for a man or for a transgender woman to be able to have a child. But you still can't produce eggs. You still don't have a menstrual cycle. Which is also connected to you producing eggs. So what did she say that was untrue? Nothing she said was to offend. It was simply stating facts. I'm going to be
quite honest, I do not understand feeling like you were born in the wrong body. I don't understand that. I don't. But I do know what it feels like to be made to feel less than. This happened. Hold on. Okay. I do know what it feels like to be made to feel less than because you were born with a womb. You had a monthly cycle. Your body produces eggs, but you're being told that that's not what makes, that those are not the things that make a woman. What are you saying? She's simply saying the truth. And I have friends that are, in the community. But the thing is that no matter what we do, and this would be the same for with women, when we change our breasts, when we change, our, add booty or whatever, nothing changes what is genetically inside of you, what the Most High gave you, and it doesn't, and I guess I have a hard time understanding why transgenders want to insult the femininity of someone like me or like a Macy Gray. I'm not going to say having a child is the only, being able to have a child is the only thing that makes you a woman, because there are many women who have fertility issues, whatever, can't have children, but that doesn't necessarily make them not a woman. And I hate that there is this schism because it feels like why do you have to try to elevate yourself above us? You are who you are, and we are who we are. I mean, doesn't that make sense? I'm not trying to change your opinion of who you are, but I don't understand why it's an issue. I don't know. If we're born with two X chromosomes, wouldn't that make us an expert? Because unfortunately, I think the reality of what she was saying is that even with any changes, and this is meant as no offense to anybody in the transgender community, any transgender women, or any transgender men for that matter. But even when you change everything on the outside, if you were born with two X chromosomes, if you were born 2X, you're still inside, you're still gonna be 2X. If you were born with an X and a Y, you're still gonna be an X and a Y inside. You can't change that part of your chromosome. We are not God. We, with everything that man has done, that's one thing that we can't do. You can't change an X chromosome into a Y, and vice versa. Hey, Terry. Yeah, Terry, here's what I'm going to say. While I'm out here transitioning to wherever it is I'm going to be, whatever I'm going to be doing, yeah, y'all are going to see me. I've got time to put content in, so we're going to put it in. Also, I'm trying to get to my 2K. So I'm not just throwing anything up. I'm putting up good content. I don't know how to just put anything on. If I was just gonna put anything on up, I just wouldn't post. Like, I just wouldn't post. But it's really sad to me that the community is so quick to try to cancel a woman for stating facts. She was stating biological facts. She was stating biological facts. Again, no offense to the community, but a person shouldn't be canceled for having an opinion. They just shouldn't. Like, what kind of issue is that? For real. What kind of stuff is that? It's bullshit to me, personally. My opinion. Moving right along. Oh, let me take this thing out. About to pop off. Where's the case? I don't know. That's my monitor, but it's about to die, and I don't know where to do with the case, y'all. So I think it's on the other side of the room, but I'm not going to go get it because I'm about to get off. That part. I'm about to get off. See if it lasts. So, moving right along to the last thing I'm going to talk about. And this is going to be a short one. A lot of people wonder why we as Black Americans, African Americans, call us, still have issues, and why some of us don't celebrate the 4th of July, because Our ancestors weren't free on July the 4th, 1776. Well, they might have been, because they probably were still on the continent. But as as far as the history of the country, you know, we were enslaved. The majority of blacks that were in this country were enslaved until the 1860s. So that's still less than 100, 200 years ago. Like, let's see, maybe 150, something like that. Maybe something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we are. We have to think about the fact that even though we're no longer enslaved, we're still treated like second class citizens. We still are dealing with extreme racial tensions, and still having them trying to convince us that there's so few of us here. When in all actuality, mayonnaise is about to become the minority. Even with the overturning of Roe versus Wade, which, by the way, fun little fact, Roe never got a termination. How about that part? Isn't that interesting? She never got one. Pause on that. Just think about that. The other thing is that when you look at the treatment of melanated people worldwide, since the 18th century, with the colonization of Africa and the transatlantic slave trade, I know. Why do we have issues about the 4th of July? I mean, we're not included in that per se. Now, I'm not saying that all Black people in this country are, because, there are a number of Black Americans who are descendants of freed Black people or Black people who were never enslaved. Don't ever think that we're all descendants of slaves. Some of us aren't. Because remember, they first started off with people coming over as indentured servants. It then became cheaper to keep everybody in permanent, bondage for life, for generations. It was a plan. Hey, Paul, I ain't seen you in a minute, sir. As you can see, you still got your wrench over here. You still got your wrench over here, Paul. But I've been seeing you in these YouTube streets, sir. But they wonder why let me move this thing out the way. They wonder why we have issues. There's plenty of reasons why we have issues as a people. And yes, a lot of it stems from slavery. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You know, but it also stems from the fact that every ethnic or nationality that has quote unquote claimed that they were wronged by this country, except for us, has gotten some type of reparations. And please, don't confuse giving us 2 freaking national holidays as reparations. That ain't it. We have generational trauma that we are still dealing with as people. Hold on, wait 1 second, guys. I think my son is on his way. Here, hold on. Oh well, y'all. I guess I'm done. King David is here. And besides, I am over an hour. But I will be back on tomorrow. Yes, I will. I know I have normally I'm scheduled tomorrow night, and I will definitely be on tomorrow night. But I will probably be on tomorrow during the day at some point as well. Um, but when I get off of here, we get King David in here. We'll go back to editing on some of the work that I'm going to get out on this channel and on the Purple Diva Den, because I got a couple of spoken words to put on over there for you guys. But to get out of here so I can go get my son, so I can get in the house. Thankfully, I took my painkiller, so I can move my back a little bit. I won't be doing any, flips or cartwheels or any of those things, for a couple of days, but I will be back on my Pilates tomorrow and stretching, stretch this out. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, I wish you peace and blessings from the West Side. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For my outro. Peace.
Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.